Money does not grow on trees, but it does in MMFs. Welcome to today's episode. My name is Mama Bima Kenya, an insurance agent in the 254 and an insurance educator. It's a new year, guys. 2025 is here, and I'm hoping that your vision boards are up. Your financial goals for the year are very well aligned and very clear from the get-go. And it's my hope that the MMF, one thing that I love about money market funds is that Kenyans have really embraced MMFs, okay? And I'm still hoping that the MMF is still a star within your financial plans for the year. And today, this video will be different because we are not here to per se talk about the benefits such as, a money market fund will compound your interest. There are numerous resources online on the same, brilliant resources on that. I'm not here to tell you about an MMF being a collective investment scheme and investing in treasury bills and fixed deposits. No, not that. I want us to look at, for example, what is my number one don't when it comes to money market funds? Do not treat your money market fund as if it's your current account. Hii kitu ya kuweka pesa leo, you have deposited money in your money market, and 2 days later, a week later, you are back to make a withdrawal. That's not it. That's not the purpose of money market funds. And you probably have noted by now that the first withdrawal in any given month for most money market fund schemes is free. So how about if you come back on the same month and make subsequent withdrawals? What happens? A penalty. I hope you do realize that that penalty is there for a reason. So my number one don't when it comes to money market funds, do not treat your money market fund account as if it's your current account. You need to learn to plan in advance. Okay, so in January, if for example, you know that you need to withdraw money, say for school fee, and maybe you need that on the 2nd of January. Also, that on the 10th, there's a particular project that also requires money, then it's wise that when you're making your withdrawal on the 2nd, you just withdraw for the two needs at a go, because you want to avoid that penalty of either 500 shillings, 750 shillings, or 1,000 bob, depending on which scheme you're with, because this really eats into the interest that your MMF is making. As we go into 2025, what are you using your money market fund for? Is it to equip your emergency fund? Because I want to believe that at this point, because this song has been sung for so long, it's been sung by your financial advisors, by your financial coaches. We need to stay ready, my fellow Kenyans. Even if you just look around you, our community, the people in our corner, most people are no longer in a position to really save, even those whom they love the most. Okay, so those emergency funds at this point are so crucial. Okay, so if you went through 2024 and your emergency fund had just gone down and down, this is the time to replenish that fund. Okay, and it's my hope that your emergency fund is actually sitting in a money market fund account. Okay, this is also the year to use your money market funds for your sinking funds. It's January, okay, or it's Feb, and that next term's school fee, how are you saving for the next term school fee for your kids? Okay, so is that money just lying idle at the bank? Okay, yet a money market fund will actually give you rates of return that are in excess of traditional banking products. Come on, let us be smart. Let's ensure that our money is optimized. Okay, it's also compounding in nature in terms of interest, right? For those sinking funds, it could be you planning for a vacation for your family. The other day, we were talking about like maternity, the maternity benefit in a medical insurance. So if you're at a point where you probably didn't plan in advance, and you're working now towards your baby, your growing family, then you could use that money market fund. If you missed out on the window of opportunity of taking up a medical insurance policy and adding that maternity benefit, then now your option could be using that your money market fund to actually save up a lump sum that will now cater for your expenses at delivery. True or false? True, right? So this is a time in 2025, we need to get very serious with using our money market funds for any anticipated future expenses. Okay, so that could be your motor insurance that's coming up in some 6 months. Please, let's not get to month 6 from today and we act like, oh, it's an emergency. No, it's not. If we just learn to plan for it, we can utilize our money market fund and ensure that we plan well in advance. The other thing about a money market fund, when it comes to just investing generally in Kenya, I think we can appreciate that the fastest way of losing your money in our country is doing what? Chasing return. Every time I look at the performance of all the different money market funds, and by the way, if you are keen, okay, on staying updated on a weekly basis on the state of how the different MMF schemes are performing in the Kenyan market, please drop me an email or drop me a WhatsApp message on my numbers below. My email address is mamabima@places.co.ke. My phone number is +254 739 040 400 as displayed here on the screen and also in the description of this video. And I will add you to the mailing list and we will share that with you on a weekly basis. So if you want to keep tabs on how the different money market fund schemes are performing in the country, just do the needful and we will keep you updated. As I say, the surest way or the fastest way of losing money in the Kenyan market is by chasing return. So every time you look at the breakdown of all the different money market fund schemes, I want you to really ask yourself, before you actually settle on a money market fund, okay? I want you to really consider what I like to refer to as the issuer risk or the brand risk. Because a lot of my clients like to ask me, so, Charlene, with all these, my money market funds, the different MMF schemes that are available in the market, which one would you recommend that I take up? Okay, let me give you some of the characteristics of my top pick when it comes to MMFs in the country. Number one, this company literally belongs to the largest financial services provider in Africa. I am talking of the largest Pan-African financial services provider in Africa. In Kenya, this fund management company is actually the largest fund manager in the country in terms of assets under management, and classified just under, MMFs, they are number 2. Okay, in terms of the most assets under management. And when you look at this type of company, they have an exposure, they have a presence in 34 African countries. And I was looking at a list that listed the top 100 revenue generating companies in Africa. And this company was number 14. The first Kenyan company that appeared on that list, and I'm not talking literally, there was no other financial services provider. There was no financial services provider from Kenya on that top 100. But the first Kenyan company that made the list was actually number 62. This company is number 14 because it speaks of really their strength across Africa, their footprint, in 34 African countries. So anytime I'm doing my research to arrive on which is this company that I feel confident, that, their office, their local office here in Kenya can really sort of like guarantee that stability, that my clients really deserve, because I feel that this type of company really has a reputation to protect. And even like the mother, when you think of the parent company, would not allow, their Kenyan office to sort of like ban, Kenyan investors. So for me, when it comes to, I'm settling or picking my recommendation for an MMF provider, I try my best to strike a balance between, the brand risk, okay, and also the rate of return. So it's not just a question of, the topmost, the highest performing MMF, is at 17%, and it's this company, Twendenayo. It is, which is that one company that can give my clients the best guarantee when it comes to stability, when it comes to security of brand, but at the same time, also not compromise on the return that my clients, are also receiving at the end of the day. Now, to my next point, when it comes to MMFs, by the way, guys, right now, signing up to a money market fund has become so easy and so seamless. I mean, I think most providers at this point, you get to do it online. So it's a very seamless, very easy process. And all you need is a copy of your ID, a copy of your KRA PIN, a passport size photo. You probably need proof of banking. This could either be an ATM card, just the front side of your ATM card, or a cancelled check, or a bank statement, or an introduction letter, from your bank. And lastly, like your initial investment. Okay? So, and other than that, please remember, you can actually have more than one money market fund account. Okay? So you can have, a sinking fund account. You can have an emergency fund account. You can even have numerous sinking fund accounts, depending on what is the goal you're looking to meet with that money market fund. Okay? And something that made me really happy, on the 23rd of December, last year, 23rd of December, I made a request to withdraw money from my money market fund. And this request, I sent it in at 15:43 in the afternoon, like 3:43. Let me tell you guys, by 14:42 thereabout, my M-Pesa had ka-chinged. Money was already in my account. I mean, we've gotten to a place where most, the best money market fund schemes in this market, the liquidity is so high, you ask for your money and you get the money same day. I'm not used to that 1 hour kind of turnaround time. Normally, I work with sending in my instructions just through the app by 9 o'clock in the morning, and I am assured, by the afternoon, the money will have hit either my M-Pesa, or depending on how much I'm withdrawing, it will have been sent via RCGS. You need to make the most of your money market fund account. And if you are the person who has been procrastinating for years, on getting started with your money market fund, or the person who's really been struggling also, with staying disciplined, please remember to give yourself grace. We all started there. We would put money in money market, then tunajipata 2 days later, you go and withdraw. We all went through that. Okay? But the beauty with it is the more you keep trying, the more you keep topping up into that account, the more you start having wins with your money market, where you realize, oh my God, it's time to pay school fee. And I actually have my 300K, or I have my 720K that I need for school fee this semester, and it's done. Or my 50K is sorted, or my 100K is sorted. The joy of knowing that you can just be doing haba haba hujaza kibaba. That is what I love money markets about. It's because you do not have to have a lump sum amount. It could be that 5K, it could be your 3K, it could be your 30K, just whatever you are able to put together. Just keep on topping up into that account as often as you wish. And when that time when you need that money, it's easily available to you. So 2025 is our year to make our money market funds account do the most for us, work for us, ensure that those emergency funds are well replenished, ensure that our sinking funds are working for us. As my T says, money doesn't grow on trees, but it grows on MMFs. Thank you so much for your time today. It's truly yours, Mama Bima Kenya, a licensed insurance agent in the Kenyan market and an insurance educator. Always a pleasure doing this with you, educating you. And until next time, ensure that you are investing and you stay insured.